Hello! I think I need to adjust the camera again. So I don't really have any, funny opening sketch or anything. This is kind of a very much so spur-of-the-moment impromptu thing. I should have got this video done, 2 weeks ago, but I'm lazy and procrastinate and started working on 2 or 3 other videos at the same time, so, yeah. Basically, start of the month, we went to Universal for my brother's birthday, and then we hopped over to Disney for the Food and Wine Festival. I filmed a whole bunch of it, and then just kind of threw together this video as a bonus, basically. This is kind of just a short little extra video just to kind of give you your fix of me while I work on the other 2 videos I've got to deal with. Everyone is running around screaming outside my room right now, so this is going to be... the audio quality on this opening is going to be awful. Those other 2 videos would be my Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb review, which should hopefully be coming soon if I get the script done. The other video is actually going to be another movie review, and I'm not going to say what that is. I'm going to leave a card at the end of this video that says what that video is going to be. So you have to watch to the end of this to see what that other bonus video is going to be. Or I guess you could just skip to the end, but that's kind of lame and would hurt my feelings. So don't do that. So anyway, like I was saying, short little video, just kind of a bonus thing while I work on the other videos. Audio quality may be a bit because I'm trying to work out my new studio here, or new recording studio rather. I've got my very professional soundproof blanket secured to my lockers here. Very professional soundproof foam secured by one singular command strip, and this will fall off if I so much as breathe on it, so yeah. So that's basically all I have to say to start the video. Thanks for 100 subscribers. I know that happened 2 weeks ago, but still, thank you for that. Thanks for some reason, just watching the Titanic video a ton. I don't know why that was so successful and the other things weren't. The algorithm is a nightmare. Basically, y'all are really cool. Thanks for watching the video. Go watch my other videos when you're done here. That'd be pretty cool too. Enjoy! I'm not gonna end the series with that. Enjoy! Enjoy. As we prepare to enter the first destination of this very well prepared for journey of unhealthy life decisions, let's set the scene with some very necessary hat discussion. Welcome to the City Walk, or we're trying to get into the City Walk at least. I have a hat. Grace also has a hat. Grace, how do you feel about this situation?
Yes?
How do you feel?
I'm very excited.
Nice.
I'm already in love.
Very good. You seem like an emotionally stable person today.
I'm very emotionally stable.
Nice job, buddy. So, why are we excited for this? Well, it's a mall, with a theme park attached to it. Who wouldn't be excited? But also because we haven't been to Universal Hollywood before. We had been to Universal Orlando, but not to Universal Hollywood. So at least for me and most of the all-star crew, this is a brand new experience. The first day was an exploration of the Universal City Walk, which is essentially the Universal equivalent of downtown Disney, the Pepsi to Disney's Coke, if you will, even though both parks only serve Coke products. Much like Coke and Pepsi, even though they are conceptually similar, they are completely different. Side note, if you say that Pepsi and Coke are the same thing or taste similar, then you are just objectively wrong, and your opinion on anything should be disregarded immediately by every person you attempt to engage with. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, City Walk. The City Walk is very much so like a big mall, for better and for worse. The worst mostly being the scary unmanned booth selling bootleg plushies that I try to avoid like the plague. Other than that, everything else is pretty cool. For example, the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium, a steampunk-themed restaurant/chocolate shop with an aesthetic designed to make nerds like me lose their mind looking at all the cool stuff. The food was pretty good, but the highlight of the experience for me, other than the decor, was the hot chocolate, which I wish I had filmed before I dug in. I am not kidding when I say this is possibly the best hot chocolate that I have ever had. It tasted like a melted brownie, and I am actively attempting to steal the recipe as we speak. After that, we visited the It's Sugar store. I want you to take one guess at what they sell. That's right, it's a health food store. Here's a montage of all the different character statues they had decorating the store. Next, we had dinner at Anhito's, a Mexican restaurant that gave us our very own private room. It also featured terrifying baby dolls guarding the entrance to the bathroom. That's about all I got for the first City Walk day. I also had a voodoo donut. That was pretty cool. Alright, so here's the voodoo donut from Voodoo Donuts, which I finally managed to get into. It's basically a chocolate bar with a bunch of faces and stuff, and it has raspberry jelly inside. There was a pretzel steak in it, but I don't know where it went, so we're gonna try it out. There's a lot of jelly, as you can see right there. It's a really good donut. I like the jelly. Really good, actually. I actually really like this. Really good. Next day time! First day of actual park time, and the hype is real. Hello, today is a day. We are going to Tomorrowland. Grace has a beanie, she stole my look, and I am upset.
We're going to Universal Studios.
Yes, but Mario Land is in Universal Studios. Our first objective was to rush towards Super Nintendo Land to take advantage of early access, and this place is really cool. The entire area is just so insanely detailed. No matter where you go, there is always something to look at. Furthermore, 90% of the time, whatever you're looking at is something moving, and it always looks awesome. I of course had to try out the Mario Kart ride, and personally, I think that waiting in the line was worth it for the queue alone. The first section of the queue is all themed to Yoshi's Island, and it captures the game's art style perfectly. The attention to detail is insane. Even the doors are painted to look like the ones from the game. I am so beyond hype right now. I am hyped. This is pretty cool. Grace, you gotta say something. This is cool.
This is so cool.
They're playing music. It's so cool right now, bro.
We are Nintendo nuts.
Yes, I look insane, but this is cool. The hype only continued when we entered the next part of the queue, that being Bowser's Castle. Now, if you can't tell, I'm a bit of a nerd, and this area activated every nerd impulse in my brain at once, and it was quite an experience. There were so many neat details, hidden elements, and just plain cool stuff to look at. They're making a bomb! Look at it! It's so cool!
Oh, these aren't homemade. They were made in a factory. A bomb factory. They're bombs.
After wandering through Bowser's Castle, gawking at stuff like the nerdy tourist I am, we get a pre-show sequence explaining how to actually ride the ride that we've been waiting in line for half an hour. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the whole ride thing. There was a boo and a go-kart. I got distracted. I wish I actually recorded the ride itself. I had to put my camera away because I didn't want to lose it and shut down the entire ride like my sister did that one time on Mr. Toad at Disneyland when she lost her shoe in the ride track and got the entire ride shut down for an hour. True story. Having completed the ride, we needed to kill some time while waiting to get into the Toadstool Cafe. Time to explore the park a bit more. I went on the Transformers ride. That was pretty neat. All of the cast members staffing this ride wear UCP camo uniforms, a camo pattern that, fun fact, cost the Army $5 billion to develop and was so ineffective at being a camo pattern that the only thing it could blend in with was this couch. This information is kind of irrelevant, but like I said, I'm a nerd and I thought it was interesting. Next, while my sisters went on the Jurassic World ride to get the Chris Pratt experience, I pressured my father into going on the Revenge of the Mummy ride to get the Brendan Fraser experience. He was not particularly enthused about this. Getting on the Revenge of the Mummy, the ride, my father is terrified. Would you like to say anything to the viewers, Father?
This is a bad idea.
This is a bad idea, he says. He's doing the thing I did in Florida, where it's just absolute terror the entire way. Me personally, I'm hyped. Let's see what happens. While I spent the entire time in the line hyped for the ride, my father continued voicing his distress, and then after the ride, he liked it and felt very silly about being afraid. You can see where I get it from. Okay, so, you just got off. What do you think?
I think I should have kept my glasses on. It was not that bad. And compared to Space Mountain, which really hammers me, that was very smooth. I need to do it again and keep the glasses on.
See what I tell you? You didn't need to be afraid. It was all cool.
It was all right.
Having successfully killed time and made my father look silly, it was time for the Toadstool Cafe. And it was very much so worth the wait. The food, while alright, wasn't much to write home about. The highlight of this restaurant is very much so the decor. Much like the ride queue and the land in general, this restaurant is insanely detailed, and there is so much stuff going on around you. There's even windows to Toad's kitchen that let you know that ground beef exists in the Mario universe. The lighting even changes to correlate with stuff happening on the windows. Rainforest Cafe walked so that Toadstool Cafe could walk slightly faster. After that, we went to the Harry Potter section of the park, where my mother burned herself on hot butterbeer. I regrettably do not have footage of this, but I can attest that hot butterbeer does indeed burn with the wrath of a thousand suns and has a delicious caramel flavor. My sisters and I then traveled to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. For those unfamiliar with this ride, imagine a couch attached to a robot arm. That's the ride. For the final conquest of this Universal Hollywood adventure, we decided to tackle the iconic studio tour. The thing with the bus. It was very cool getting to see these sets and studios up close, although some of them looked like they hadn't been cleaned in a while. Highlights would probably be the city sets, the Jaws experience, the car display, and the King Kong experience, which was much cooler than I had expected. Conversely, the Fast and Furious experience was as lame as I had expected. Only other real issue was that they took literally every opportunity possible to advertise upcoming shows. Almost every time we went to a new set or exhibit, they tried to advertise either the TED TV show or the Fresh Prince remake by pointing out sets used for those shows. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't feel the need to play an ad or clip from these shows on the screen every time they pointed it out. Like, I get it, you filmed Ted here. Cool. I don't need to hear Seth MacFarlane talk about how great his show is for 5 minutes straight in the middle of my studio tour. All in all, other than the advertising, everything about the tour was pretty cool. After the tour, we wrapped up our Universal Studios day and returned to the hotel to prepare for the second half of this trip, the Food and Wine Festival.
If you aren't very familiar with Disneyland events, the Food and Wine Festival is an event that they run every year in the California Adventure Park. During the event, several booths are laid out throughout the park, each of which offer unique food and beverage options. My family and I have gone to this event just about every year that they have run it, and this year is no exception. This year, however, there was rain. Lots of it. Like way too much rain. Even with the rain still going on for much of the day, it didn't stop me from getting my greasy, wet hands on food. Like, for example, the Impossible Chicken Parm Bites, which are essentially just chicken nuggets covered in marinara sauce and cheese. I'd actually never tried Impossible meat before, as it seemed like just a bizarre and disgusting concept to me. I don't know, man, meat made from plants just seems like it's disrupting the natural order of things. Next you'll tell me cats and dogs are living together. But I was very much surprised by this item.
Okay, hi. At Food and Wine Festival, got my first meal of the day. Got Impossible Chicken Parm Bite. Never had Impossible meat before, so gonna try it. Looks like veal chicken, kinda. Smells good. Whoa, I'm genuinely shocked that it tastes like chicken. Holy Christ. Actually really good. Wow.
It shockingly tasted just like real chicken, and more so, it was actually really good. My entire worldview was absolutely shattered by this revelation, and I still have not entirely mentally recovered. Let's move on to something less mentally shocking, the Snickers macaroon. This item has been offered at the past few Food and Wine Festivals, and it has remained a good, simple chocolate macaroon. There's not much to it, it won't shift your perception of reality, but it will satisfy sweet cravings during a larger food journey. The best macaroon ever made at a Disney park, though, remains the candy corn macaroon from Oogie Boogie Bash. Disney, bring back the candy corn macaroon, you cowards! After the macaroon, I immediately moved on to the Bavarian pretzel at the nearby Sonoma Terrace restaurant. This is not a special Food and Wine Festival item, I just really wanted the pretzel.
So I got the Bavarian pretzel and cheese cup from the Sonoma Terrace over there. Pretty big pretzel though. Look at this.
Is it as big as your head?
It is as big as my head. It's a good pretzel.
While I had left on a mission to order more food, my father decided to hijack the video and taste test an olive oil cake, which he gave a very positive review of.
Alright, olive oil cake from the Delish. Didn't know what olive oil cake was. They said they replaced the butter in the cake with olive oil. But it's so lemony I wouldn't know the difference. So it's like having a lemon Twinkie.
After that, I decided to reassert my dominance as lord and master of this video by reviewing the carbonara mac and cheese. This is another item that has been offered before at the festival, so it isn't new or special, but it is very delicious. Which probably explains why the lines to get it were like the longest in the entire park. If you can only get one item during a visit to the Food and Wine Festival, you should get this. After that, I needed a break from the unrelenting flow of unhealthy eating and decided to hit up the single rider line for Radiator Springs Racers.
Going to the vroom vroom.
Racers.
I just ate a whole lot of food.
So did I.
I had Impossible Chicken Parm and mac and cheese and milkshake and Snickers and a pretzel and another mac and cheese, and now I'm gonna get on a car. I make unhealthy life choices. Subscribe so you can fuel those unhealthy life choices.
Here's the on-ride photo. No, I don't know what my hand is doing here. Anyway, time for more food. To start off the second round of eating, I had a peanut butter pretzel no-bake cheesecake thing, which was pretty good but had an incredibly strong peanut butter taste. I think it needed something more to kind of balance out the flavors. There was a chocolate cake crust at the very bottom of the literal mountain of peanut butter, and there was a kind of mad tasting pretzel at the top, but it needed more. Maybe I would have enjoyed it more if I wasn't already full. This was about where I decided the eating had to conclude for the day, because I was going to die. Like, literally, I actually thought I was going to die if I ate anything else. It was really a possibility. And then I had a slushie. Because why not? Then it rained again and I tried to brush the slushie out of my teeth using the rainwater. This didn't work, so we all fled to the hotel. I then had a teacup full of ginger ale for no particular reason. Time for Disneyland!
At night.
How did we get here? Why am I, alongside my father and sisters, running around Disneyland late at night? Why are me and my father eating space parfaits in strangely similar outfits?
Don't waste my time with such feeble-minded questions. It's rude.
So anyway, we went to Pirates of the Caribbean. That was fun. And then we went to Jungle Cruise, where we got a replay of the Jungle Cruise section of my Florida video.
Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise. You didn't say it at the right time.
Yeah.
God dang it.
If you didn't understand that joke, you clearly haven't seen my Florida video, and you need to go watch it. Like, right now. It's one of my best videos and it barely got any views, which is partly my fault because I messed up the sound quality when I first uploaded it, but still, you should go watch it. My father watched it, he got the joke, and you should too.
How about your comment?
Jungle Cruise.
Well, that got kind of sad and desperate. Here's me eating a garlic breadstick to get us back on track.
Okay, I'm eating a, tiger tail breadstick. Basically just a garlic breadstick with some cheese on it. Pretty good. Nice, simple little $5 snack. Pretty good, pretty good. Thumbs up. I can't really put my thumb up, but thumbs up.
Oh, also, here's a duck. Next was a quick ride on the Matterhorn, which simultaneously gave me back problems and then cured them. Matterhorn bobsleds, providing instant chiropractic since 1959. Next was a ride on the Storybook Canals, and then a monorail ride back to the hotel to conclude the night.
We are in the monorail. It's dark monorail. Like you can't see me if I go here. You can kind of see me here. Now it's kind of loud, but monorail.
All in all, pretty cool. I stayed up till 1 o'clock. Today was the last day of this unhealthy adventure, and I had to move quickly to get as much content out of the trip as I could. So I started with a Neapolitan churro.
Alright, so back at California Adventure, doing some filming before I have to go host a radio show. Got a Neapolitan churro here. It's like a strawberry churro with chocolate sauce and whipped cream. The whipped cream is kind of falling off, but... cool.
The churro honestly tasted like a regular churro, but with an incredibly messy amount of whipped cream and chocolate sauce on top. Next was a fried cheese stick from the Corn Dog Castle, because I wanted something salty after the churro. Before immediately jumping to sweet with something new that I had never seen before at the Food and Wine Festival. A selection of 4 miniature parfaits arranged in a tiny artist palette because fancy. And here's a review of all 4 of them.
We have a parfait flight thing here. There's like a s'more one, what looks like a cheesecake cereal one, Oreo one, and a key lime one.
Which I already ate.
Yeah, there's already been some bites taken out of key lime.
Really good.
Start with that real quick. Smells like lime. Tastes like lime. Yeah, it's lime. Cool. Key lime's alright. A little strong though. I've got a soda delivery over here, but she's interrupting my shot. I've got a s'more one with a graham cracker and a marshmallow that is raw chocolate ganache. There's a marshmallow cream oozing from the center, kind of hard to see, but you can see it there. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one here, cheesecake one. I've got some lime on my finger here, hang on. All right, I'm mostly whipped cream so far. Cereal's kind of soggy and chewy. The cream cheese and the strawberry part's pretty good. Okay, so last on our flight of, what you call it? Parfaits here is Oreo. That is, whoa. That is very much Oreo. Pretty good, tastes like a Oreo shake almost. Pretty good. Alright, so all in all, would have to recommend the Parfait Flight. S'more or Oreo is probably the best one. Key lime's the second. I'm actually gonna have to put the cheesecake one low here because of the soggy cereal bits, but it still tastes good.
If this late into the video you've gotten sick of me, then don't worry. My sister also decided to review some food, that being the cheese pizza wings. Please enjoy her insightful commentary.
What did I say? They're different. I ate them.
Would you do it again?
I forget if I wanted them yet.
No, it's kind of like everything. If you want it, you would get it.
Desert Island with nothing but pizza chicken wings. Would you be okay?
Probably.
Alright.
The final food item of the day would be the brand new fettuccine alfredo from the Paradise Garden Grill. And that's kind of it. I ate fettuccine alfredo and then searched for the hotel and conference center for a place to host a radio show. Yes, you heard that right. I actually host a radio show now. You can find my show every Sunday at 1 to 2 on kvcm.live or Monarch Radio on Twitch if you're interested. If you ever wanted to listen to your 342nd favorite YouTuber ramble on for an hour on college radio, go check it out, I guess. Then I returned home and, yeah, that's it. I got no dramatic ending monologue or stinger bit about getting horribly sick. That's the whole video. You can leave now. See you when the Indiana Jones video is up.